It's Wednesday. This guy promised that he would not only show up the day of Smack-Offs, and he's made good on that promise. We go to NoCal. Vic in NoCal. Victor, what's up?
Roll me wrong.
Victor.
Hey, man, you should have asked that coach if he crushed any of those smoked meat sandwiches during his Canada trip. Hey, let's get to the important stuff first, man, and that's daily fantasy football, because there's nothing more important, Rome, than daily fantasy football. I mean, daily fantasy is taking over the world, man. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. I mean, the history of pro football can basically be divided into three main eras. You got the era before the forward pass and after the forward pass. There's the era before the NFL and AFL merger and the post-merger Super Bowl era. And there's the pre-daily fantasy era and the post-daily fantasy era. But, you know, Rome, I couldn't help but notice Edward Norton's voice on the TV spots for DraftKings. And I thought that was pretty ironic because, I mean, I don't know the guy, but just based on some interviews of his that I've seen, I'm pretty sure Edward Norton doesn't even know what a cornerback is. I mean, getting Ed Norton to do ads for DraftKings is like getting Kaleb in Green Bay to do ads for, like, 24-Hour Fitness or Astroglide. Now, but seriously, let's get to the really important stuff, man, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, we all know Jamal Charles is a top dog there, Rome, but did you see Niall Davis has fallen behind second-year guy Sharkhandrick West on the Chiefs running back depth chart? Yeah, I know, I don't care either. I just wanted to say the name Sharkhandrick. But, hey, speaking of guys with weird names, let's talk a little hockey, Rome. The Sharks open up the season against the Kings tonight, but Rafi Torres won't be with them because he just got suspended 41 games for his cheap shot against the Ducks the other night. I mean, this guy Rafi has a nice history going. You know, this is the fifth time he's been suspended for a hit. He got 21 games last time, 6 games in the playoffs before that. I mean, this guy has got to be the biggest goon since Racky. You remember Racky, Rome, from Youngblood, enforcer for the Thunder Bay Bombers? Hey, new gloss, Rafi Torres, more like Racky Torres, am I right? And finally, Rome, speaking of suspended players, you brought him up already, Greg Hardy, getting ready to roll this Sunday. But if you remember, his original suspension was for 10 games. And the only reason he's getting ready to play now is because he took his case to court and he got over on the commish and had it reduced to just 4 games. But, hey, Greg Hardy is a man of many talents, okay? He wasn't just sitting on his hands during his time off. No, he actually dabbled a bit in the music business. And what do you know, man? I actually happened to get a hold of a copy of his first single. Now, this is a bit of an unfinished cut. It might sound a little rough, but I like to share it with everyone. So without further ado, I give you all the latest hot single from Dallas-Fort Worth area recording artist, The Kraken, a.k.a. Greg Bon Hardy. I'm gonna lay you down on a bed of Mac 10s. For this time I beat old Raj Goodell. Whoa, I'm gonna reach Jerry Jones's roster bonus and lay you down on a bed of Uzi.
That's not a good call. No.
You don't like that call.
I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Vic is singing? Bon Jovi? Good call, though. Good call. So that last ballad. Victor from Broadway dropping a ballad on a Wednesday. Not bad, Vic. I see you. I see you working. I see what you tried to do. It just didn't work. It's all right, Vic. I'll take that phone call anytime. And then run it, but I'll take it. Anybody else? Any of the other so-called legends want to come in? I like Vic's game. I like what he's doing. The guy's not showing up once a year to claim a prize. He's not showing up once a year to put on the crown. The guy's showing up throughout the year. I like that. Kind of like Bart Scott saying to me at the end of the interview today, I'll come in once a week, Rome, for free. It's like Vic. Vic's coming in for free every few weeks on a Wednesday. All right, so we take a short time out. When we come back, I still want to get to Roy Hibbert showing up last night. I love the way he showed up. That story's coming up next.
You're listening to The Jim Rome Show.